All right, I just heard the special dink that says on air on Google. Welcome, everyone. I'm D. Lake for Prez, David Lake of themediaspeaks.com. We are broadcasting live today on Saturday. It would be July 20th, 2013. I'm joined by Sam I.B. DeGangi of The Correct View. Sam.
Welcome aboard. Greetings, unsettled souls. It is Saturday edition.
It is Saturday, Sam, and
We got a surprise today.
Yeah, we have a special surprise. It's great to have you on the show, Sam. We're joined by frequent guest of The Media Speaks, Matt Winklejohn of Resist the Tyranny. Matt.
How you doing, guys? Thanks for having
Great.
me on again.
For sure, Matt. You're always welcome here. You know that. And we're also joined by a super special guest from the Operation Paul Revere contest on Infowars.com, her self-titled video, Courtney Driver. Courtney. And Courtney is our special neighbor friend in Canada.
Yes.
We got Canadians on the show.
Not only do we have a guest, he's Canadian. Courtney Driver, how's it going? And thanks for being on the show. Courtney.
Well, thank you for having me, D-Lake. It's an honor and a pleasure to be on with such great minds and talents likewise. So, it's very much.
All right, great. Well, just to fill everybody in, let me go to my screen share right now. I'm at Infowars.com/Paul Revere. And let's just go to top-rated films.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Top-rated films, going to the link. I'm on the first page. Oh, what's the third video on here? Courtney Driver. 1,610 views. Holy crap!
All right, congratulations.
And Courtney, how would you what would you say is the reason that you have so many views to this incredible video? I mean, how did you manage to get so many views? You're really into networking and the internet, is that right?
Yeah, and recently also, in the past 2-3 years, I've been really utilizing Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and to be honest, I never thought that I would be so into social networking. I mean, I don't personally even have a Facebook account just because of all the different things I feel, and I wouldn't like to support it, but if the need be in the future arises, then I will definitely opt into getting some sort of
okay.
business.
Well, if you're not on Facebook, where are you? Where can people find you in social media, Courtney?
Definitely Twitter at flipthistweet.com. At flipthistweet or
Flip This Tweet.
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, I tried to. Just like a quick little thing, because some people ask me why I did it. It's kind of like turning a negative into a positive, because I really like the, flip this house or flip this whatever. So it's kind of
taking a rundown, crappy house and making it an awesome house, right?
Yeah. So
Very nice.
Yeah. So either there or on YouTube. Again, youtube.com/flipthistweet or Instagram or actually I have a site. It's called flipthistweet.com. So you can just go there, and I have Vimeo and LinkedIn and everything. So.
Very nice. Yeah. I'd like to ask everybody watching this, please check out 3 videos and do me a favor. Do you like screen share again?
Sure.
Please click on the videos, and there you'll see stars. There's Operation Paul Revere, Courtney Driver, and there's a song called War On For Your Mind. And then if you look at my name on the screen, it says Passing Time. Please go there and hit those at 5 stars. You have no idea how much that will help all 3 of us. If you are watching this, please do that. It's right there. Please, that is a huge help because it puts us on the front screen. So hit Courtney's, hit Operation Paul Revere, and please the song War On For Your Mind, because we've all worked very, very hard.
Passing Time, War On For Your Mind. But look at this, Sam, and Courtney will attest to this. Courtney, can you guys see my screen share? I'm on your page. Look, I'm going to rate it 5 stars. Courtney, watch what happens. You have already rated this post.
Yeah.
Oh, I already rated, so There's no second ratings. So, Courtney,
you
address,
listeners.
and maybe Sam, you could too on your War on For Your Mind video. I'm going to go find that. But Courtney, could you attest to some of the trolls and haters that are commenting on your video?
Okay, first, ouch.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Come on.
Well, the thing is this is funny because, I mean, even just to give you an idea, right, is that I have my fiance and we live together, and he wasn't even allowed to to put in a second vote because we're on the same computer, So
yeah, one per computer.
Yeah, and the thing is like these people who are trying to say the negative things about it. First of all, it just shows me like what your true reason of being on the site is for, because if you're there to just destroy and try to make people feel bad for taking action and trying to make the world or even just somebody's day a little bit better to say that you're not alone, well, that says more about you as a human being than it does about me,
Mm-hmm.
And if I didn't feel confident in what I was doing, and if I didn't know I was a good person and etc., then yeah, I would let it get to me to the point where it's not healthy. But the thing is that I invested to make this like because it's not one entry. It's and this I think is where some of the confusion arises also, is because to me it's a multiple submission video. So what this means is that I tried to make this as simply for the InfoWars team, to slice apart at the end and use for many different reasons, not just for one thing, like in here there's a couple of film movie trailers that if I get the chance or whatever I would like to make with InfoWars, and whoever that I can find that has the same views along the way, and or there's like a mini video for like a music video and such forth and so on,
All right,
and
Courtney, let D-Lake come to your defense, because what this super special feature is to me is like it's sort of a showcase of your skills. It's a compilation of different videos that you put together. I saw one goofball in your comments was saying, "Oh, hey, look, she just stole the whole movie from someplace." And I clicked on the link and I'm looking at what's going on. Okay, you got those amazing grindhouse type of effects. Courtney, in your defense, I build websites, do all kinds of video production and stuff. A video filter, or like filters for Windows or Photoshop, is just a filter until a creative person who knows what they're doing, who has a vision, gets their hands on it. It's just a filter. That grindhouse is just a filter until you got your hands on it, right, Courtney?
Yeah, well, this is another issue that came to me and that I would like to clarify, is because and I'm so happy that you brought this up, because the thing is that first of all, before this contest even came about, Operation Paul Revere, I didn't ever use Adobe After Effects. Okay, so the thing is that within the 3 months, and I was working like minimum 60 hours a week trying to put it all together, because like I said to the person who left the comment, to say like it didn't just come out of the box like that, like with all the NWO, with all the video, with all the
they act like it was just like you just downloaded a finished product of some kind.
Yeah, and the thing is, the way that I look at it and the way that I'm the best that I can explain it, I think, is, to me, Operation Paul Revere, it's like a baking a cake contest, okay? And the thing is that, if you know how to churn butter from scratch, that's great. And, when you have your finished product, it's going to taste and be that much more delicious, right? But the thing is that I didn't know how to churn butter, which to me is the equivalent of doing the After Effects from scratch, right? So with all these different, like if you freeze frame it, like just here, this image in the background, right? That's an image that I made, and that took me about a week just to do. So, I mean, all of these little images, these ones, some of these are, like these ones are photos now, but the other one at the bottom here I created, with Photoshop. So, a lot of these different things are individual things that I worked on and then added them all together, right?
And I mean, yeah, and you're, it's entirely evident to me, someone that works with the same type of stuff, Courtney, that your ability to just
if you stop it there,
your design ability is really incredible. Yeah, I mean, look at all this stuff. I mean, there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, I have right here in my notes, Courtney.
yeah.
If I say to you, John Doe, cab, Broken 15, and Birth of a Hero, what am I talking about?
Sorry, John. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Listen, John Doe, okay, like American typewriter, cab, Broken 15, and Birth of a Hero. What am I talking about?
Oh, fonts.
Yep. See, this chick knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She's a great designer and a great, I don't know, just choreographer of the design. Like everything in this video, I can see being a bumper, like an intro and outro to just a regular InfoWars Daily broadcast. But what about the song that is so hypnotic? And is that you singing? And is that you dancing in this video?
Yeah. Is that auto rap?
Yeah,
Hi, Courtney. Anthony Court coming in here. All right.
Oh, welcome, Anthony. Anthony, yeah, we're totally getting into it. I'm actually shutting these other guys out to have a design conversation with Courtney. Like, it's only me and her on the show. But welcome, Anthony Court. Why don't you guys run with this for a little bit and find out more from Courtney?
I was just going to mention to Courtney, and welcome aboard, Court. People don't understand when you do something like this. You did something completely different. So since you did a different entry, you're somehow some kind of a freak. And yeah. I'm pretty sure people are the people look at our movie, and unless they really pay attention to the flight scene, they don't realize 2 people flew over from California. I drove up to Chicago from Ohio. They don't realize I sat here and wrote, I don't know, like 45 minutes of music to use maybe a total of 8 minutes, and I'm not mad about that at all. That's what scoring a film is. I told my girlfriend, I'm like, don't fall in love with these songs because most of them, by their very definition, have to be eliminated. And people don't realize you probably did 50 pieces of artwork. You probably sat in front of your computer, spent 2 hours on a piece of artwork that you later on were like, oh, what did I do? That's terrible. And, there was a lot of music that I wrote, and I'm like, that's not going to be able to be used anywhere. Why have I done this? You end up putting so much more into it than what they see, and they're under the impression that, you did this, on a weekend while your feet were up and you were drinking iced tea or something. So, yeah, people who haven't done it have no idea.
And I'm glad you also bring up this point, too, because, I watched You're Becoming the Paul Revere, and, it takes so much time, so much thought process. Like, I can pull out maybe 7 notebooks, no joke, of all my ideas and stuff like this, just to how to put it all together and connect the dots and, make sure that it made sense. Because, I mean, the vision that I had, the way that I was trying to put it together was starting from all the negative, horrible things that are going on, and give the viewer, keywords, things that'll stick in their brain that if they don't understand it right now, it doesn't matter because it'll be there, and then they'll check it out on their own, volition later. And then at the end of at the end, to go full circle, to get like the consciousness and the positive, proactive measures, because the way that I think about it and how I responded to one of the comments was basically, it's great if you just bring up problems. You can talk about problems all day long, but at the end of the day, for the person to care, and to actually take action, move their hand on that mouse to do something, is they have to feel like this issue is affecting them, personally. Like, you take it from out there in Never Never Land, and bring it into their own backyard. Like, look, this is in your faucet. This is in your stomach. This is, going in your brain waves. And then people are like, whoa, okay, maybe I need to do something,
Great. Yeah, what you just said right there, Courtney, is amazing. And that's kind of what I was going with the whole hot pocket scene. And beginning of our movie, saying, "Throw down the hot pockets, do something with yourself, wake people up." And I just wanted to commend you on the hard work you put into your film. I see about like the next in your film. I see the next like 5 years of Infowars.com like movies. The bumpers are just amazing. The way the gun even came together in the beginning and shot the bullet, that was just impeccable. Anybody out? Yeah.
Like all of these different aspects coming together, to me, it's for Infowars to do whatever they want to do with it, right? But the thing is that try to put as much of my own personal creative touch onto it without, because it's, again, like going with flip this house or flip the thing, right, is that the way that I look at it, the way that I was designing and putting all this stuff together is kind of the way that you'd want to flip a house, You're not flipping the house for your own personal taste, You have to kind of do it within the constraints of what the person who is like going to take ownership of it want.
And Courtney.
And I mean, at this, yeah.
But Courtney, why Infowars? Why would you throw away your career?
That just makes you a terrorist, Courtney.
Yeah, why would you be such a conspiracy theorist and throw away your career on Infowars? Why would you do such a thing?
Well, to me, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, and the thing is that if I'm gonna go down and not even go down, but is in the sense, like if the world is gonna go to crap in a handbag, the thing is that I'm gonna go full force, because to me, I only, I'm very extreme, and sometimes, it's either all or nothing, and
someone has to be extreme in this world, right? And someone has to be like Paul Revere. People have to become Paul Revere. Am I right?
Paul Revere didn't eat hot pockets. Is that correct?
He wasn't eating hot pockets in his basement. He was getting busy. He was spreading the word, right, Courtney?
Yeah, if it was out there.
Yeah, he was out there, all right.
No, but seriously, it's something small, but just because I think this is the other reason why people are so divided and, kind of bitter and not wanting to take a part in the action, is because the circle that they're living in is so small, I mean, before you'd have to go out, you'd have like a farm, or you're interacting with people and you're doing this. Now people, they wake up in their little bed, they get up, they go into their bathroom, which is another little box, then they get ready, and whether you're working at home or you're working out at the office, you go from that little box to the little box in your car to the little box in the cubicle to the and it's not meeting anybody, and it's not trying to make your thought process any larger, but
and
when
everything is not okay. Courtney, would you agree? Everything is not okay, which is Matt Winklejohn's most recent special report. Matt, is everything okay, or is everything not okay?
Oh, everything's beyond not okay.
And how so? I mean, we're here in America. Courtney is in Canada. Does she know what we're talking about, Courtney?
Oh yeah, and you know what? Just to give you an idea, right? This has just been the last week. This is a new little tactic that they're trying in Canada, is that they're having the fire department, which I actually mistook for cops. There are two fire people that look like they're dressed like cops. They come to your door, and then they want to check the fire detectors. And I had 3 of them come in 1 week, and they said, okay, and I told them, I said, look, I don't even have to let you in, because the thing is that when they came, I had 1 fire detector upstairs, and then there was missing 1 from downstairs.
They want to come in your house.
Yeah. So the thing is that, like I said to them, look, you don't even have if I wanted to be mean or whatever, I could not even let you in, like you don't have a right. And then one of them said to me, oh, you don't have a choice, is that we are with the fire department, and if you want to create a thing, then we're going to go to the police, and then the police will escort us in, like you won't have a choice. I'm like,
so
what?
basically any sort of like objection is just going to bring the cops down on you.
So unless you swallow the fluoride,
Yeah, just keep drinking that fluoride. But that's just another indication that everything is not okay. Matt, would you talk a little bit to your most recent video report and article on resistthetyranny.com about everything not being okay? Matt, please.
Well, actually, first I have a question for Courtney, and that is, did they offer to change out your smoke detectors for smart smoke detectors?
Actually, no. This is they didn't enforce which one we had to get, but they did give it's like a release form saying that they passed and that had like a week to install a new one.
Your papers, please.
And the new
Without
one,
a fine.
The new one's going to be able to sense everything going on in your house. I think is where Matt was headed with that. And they're gonna know everything you and your fiance did last night. Matt, that's just another indication that everything is not okay, Matt. Here in America, Matt.
No, I mean, and I'm sure, and I've talked to a couple people in Canada, and where they have a similar police state problem that we have here, where, I mean, cops just think they can do what they want whenever they want. Here we have, I mean, the list of things that are wrong is so much longer than the list of things that are okay.
I always say that. Yeah, exactly.
It's actually easier to sit there and name the things that are going okay in this country, because it's only going to take you about 2 minutes.
There's only so much good we can say, but unless you look at Sam's latest article, the Good News Report, which is pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys got into that yet, but
we're pacing ourselves, Court, but
we'll pace ourselves.
There's two things. There's two things that America's good at. That's it.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
There's two things left that's America is good at: putting people in prison and getting cancer, and that's it.
Yeah, prison and cancer.
That is it. That is the only thing that Americans and America is good at anymore. And if
you don't take chemo, you're a conspiracy theorist.
If you don't go
loser, and you deserve to die.
Institute, you just don't know what you're doing. And Sam, everything that Matt's saying touches on your most recent article. Sam, why don't you fill us in on some of your major points from that most recent article, Sam?
Yeah, for sure. I had accumulated a series of articles, and I noticed that there were some inroads that we were making that are helpful. It might be legal. You might be able to buy hunting licenses in Denver to shoot down drones.
That's in court syllabus. You guys, I haven't even had a chance to see anything about that. Can we get into that for a minute?
Yes,
definitely.
Go ahead, the only thing I have against it is these fools are allowing the citizens to use depleted uranium rounds, which is the height of stupidity.
It's not the citizens,
the FAA already threatened to prosecute anybody who actually shot down a government drone. I just put that on the syllabus, and you can pull that up if you want.
It's not the citizens though. It's licensed bounty hunters. Licensed.
True.
Yeah,
they said anyone though.
No, it's not just anyone. It's not your average American citizen that lives in Colorado that will be granted that license. It's just licensed bounty hunters, and it's only under certain particular circumstances, like if the drone is armed, if the drone is following them.
If it's on your property.
If it's on your property, but that, like, again, is just for licensed bounty hunters, which I think we should all be allowed to do.
If you shot down a drone that was following you in quote self-defense, I mean, wouldn't you essentially be like Zimmerman and like, why did you racially profile that drone?
I thought it was funny that if you shot down someone's toy aircraft, you have to pay.
It's not a white, brown, or black drone.
Their idea.
Courtney,
that's racist.
That's racist.
Don't be racist. Are there drones and drone programs or any kind of? I imagine the surveillance in Canada. I mean, I can't even imagine what it's like. Can you tell us?
Well, when we get over igloos, it's pretty crazy.
Igloo?
What? What's that?
She said that they lived in igloos, like,
yeah,
and they're all Mounties, and they all have maple syrup in their right pocket.
Cameras on their heads.
No, actually,
Courtney, can you go? Courtney, can you possibly go anywhere in Canada without being filmed? And I noticed that the meet and greet with the door knocking is featured in your video as well, and it sounds like that's something that you're dealing with there.
We are the government,
Yeah.
and we are here to help
Well,
you.
Yeah, I'll tell you just a quick intro about why I wanted to start with that is because there was a clip, well, because I was researching, right, for different videos and stuff to add, inspiration-wise, whatever. But the thing that I found the most kind of disturbing was this, from Ronald Reagan at one point, he gave a warning at one of his speeches. He said, the 7 most horrific kind of words that you'll ever hear is when, and when tyranny has completely taken over, is exactly this. Somebody will knock on your door and they'll say, I'm with the government and I'm here to help. And this should be, you know, the alarms going off like, I need to run. Kind of similar, you know, in one of the other entries for Game Over, you know, when the kid's looking outside and then the parents, they see it. What I wanted that to have kind of the same reaction. Like, if...
Right, and how did you get
And
Lawrence
the little
Fishburne to do that part for you?
Yeah, no, wait, that
That's
video.
actually my fiance.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was just kidding, but yeah, he looks like Lord. It reminded me of the guy from The Matrix, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's actually
Yeah.
what we're going for with the Anderson
Yeah.
Cooper. Don't get me, like, I love movies, and, you know, this is actually going into the other thing that kind of spun off
You
from...
don't love movies, Courtney.
I love movies.
You obviously don't like Quentin Tarantino or any of the Grindhouse features, obviously.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, and this is actually where the inspiration for my new website, realnews.co, came from. Well, because it's kind of like a play on words, real news, as in not disinformation, and at the same time, real, R-E-E-L, as in like a movie reel. And
You're gonna reel them in like fish.
oh, third. Ooh, triple threat.
Yeah.
I like that one.
You got to triple threat match. Sam DeGanji,
Yeah. So basically,
everybody.
you know, is
Sorry.
that some people, they've spent all their lives reading these books, you know, like I've read a handful, you know, like Behold the Pale Horse, or you know, Tragedy and Hope, and all of these different things. But where my real passion comes for is films, and I've been watching films, you know, since I could walk. And the thing is that I always found is that there's always like this germ of truth, this you know, and especially when they make a government movie, you know, because I think they want to add this element of realism to it. So I find in every little government movie you can always find this one little piece of truth that you can take away. And, you know, over the years, you know, you take one little piece of truth from one movie, another one, and when you understand the full, like, spectrum dominance of what they want to accomplish, which to me is 3 stages, you know, it starts with working from building you into a slave, and then from there they want to transition, capture you, and then turn you into whatchamacallit? Yeah, so it's like starts with a slave, then they capture you, try to pump you with all these different vaccines and everything like this, get you zombie state so that you're easy to either kill or distribute, and then they turn the other ones into robots, you know, and then from robots,
like
and
MK Ultra.
yeah, like a high. Actually, no, sorry, I just skipped one. It starts like from slave, then hybrid, like a slave robot, and then complete upload your soul and everything into the the robot completely. And
Into the Matrix.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies,
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and yeah, I go.
Oh, just speaking of movies, I mean, do you find yourself in watching some of these movies and looking at some of this stuff where there is obvious, just plain obvious propaganda in so many movies anymore, like pro-government propaganda?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And, you know, the way that I start to look at it, and I'll give you an example. I haven't seen the movie yet, World War Z, but for me, it's kind of like a glass half full, half empty situation. I mean, yes, if you look at it on one side, then you can think, you know, okay, this is what they're going to do, and they're trying to pump a propaganda so that you'll be willing to accept it, right? But then on the other side is that I'm thinking, you know, if you look at it as a warning, you know, like they're trying to send out a warning signal, then you see where the stuff will lead if you don't start taking action, or if you don't start planning, or start, you know, building those gardens and getting the solar panels and stocking up and, you know, networking and
becoming self-sufficient.
Yeah, self-sufficient really is the word. Thank you.
Well, that's just evil, because if you live off the grid, that makes you Al-Qaeda, in line with Al-Qaeda and our enemies, and you should be on the enemies list for that, Courtney Driver. I mean, that's just disgusting.
Yeah.
But I was being sarcastic. Sorry.
No, and I get it.
That. But no.
Actually,
but yeah,
a sarcasm test.
That's the power. The power of, you know. I just wanted to add to what you said there. The power that film has. I mean, look at all of us here. I mean, one of Alex Jones's films that really woke me up. Of course, the Obama deception, but also Endgame. Those two films are very, you know, power packed with information. You know, visual effects, very similar to what you have in your film. So a very good way to illustrate, you know, words and truth, and combine it into this cluster of undeniable information. And actually, you make it visually interesting, and you incorporate artistic aspect in that. That's why, you know, we it's great that Infowars.com united us through contests like this, and are giving us this opportunity to promote and push the truth upon our own friends, and join the movement. So we thank you for joining us here, and I just wanted to say hi to Matt Winklejohn and everybody else, since I didn't really get to say hi to everybody yet.
What's happening, Court?
Yeah, I kind of just jumped in here on fire here, and I'm here mobile, as you can see. But there's a lot been happening. There's a lot of division going on, and you might have talked about it already, but I noticed in your comments you have a few trolls that are mudslinging. And
yeah,
we dealt with that.
I did kind of bring that up. Court, but let's hear your angle.
Yeah, we dealt with that, and I just wanted to bring this up. We dealt with this before. We were in the last. We were in a few contests. Sam DeGanji was in that Stop Dictator Obama contest, but we were all met through that reporter contest, as you saw through our movie. And yeah.
Well, before I answer, I actually just wanted to quickly just say something in regards to the real news, because as you see, I added the Steve Grant video, concentration camp, Denali,
So
also
good.
Live Free or
I
Die.
was just playing that.
You
Totally,
know,
good job. Where's the media speaks? Come on, Courtney.
Well, that's what I wanted to say right now, is that, you know, because I have, no, but seriously, there's a list of a whole bunch of, especially the Becoming Paul Revere. I wanted to add it also, but like, I'm in the midst, and I will be also editing it. So I will send an email or a tweet out to let you know, everybody know that, because
awesome. Yeah, we need D-Like for Prez channel on there, on that realnews.com.
I
just wanted to bring up,
you know, and you guys, honestly, like, I'm just talking to you now. I mean, we've never spoken before, but I get a really, you know, awesome vibe from you guys. So, you know, I would like to promote as much as I can that has to do with the media.
Yeah.
Well, like I said in our comment, Courtney, divided we fall, and I just think it's disgusting that people that actually follow Alex Jones and Infowars are mudslinging at other people that are trying to make a difference and actually putting their neck out there, trying to actually wake people up and do something about it. So that's completely ridiculous, and just ignore those assholes. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
We all know from the reporter contest that these contests most definitely do get fierce, and there's a lot of people that.
And right before they're voting,
they'll create a
crash.
Someone that's probably a contestant in Infowars, and I would think Infowars probably knows.
The N4N.
Oh.
They'll create fake accounts and talk trash. Courtney, have you experienced that?
Yeah, and I actually got one out to admit it, because one of the comments was something like, "This sucks." So I kind of wrote back, you know, wow, what an awesome way to say this is awesome, you know. And then the
thanks
guy,
for giving me a view and a comment.
Yeah, thanks. You know? And then,
whoopsie, or some kind of fake name.
Yeah. Oh, I have no idea if that's male or female, but it's just.
Well, whoopsie, you don't really know. It's just it's in between. But beyond the point, I just wanted to bring up. We even had we hooked up with we were originally going to have a guy part of our site who ended up being a super troll and tried saying the government was following him and that drones were around his house and that people were calling him and that that Alex Jones was a CIA shill and that trying to lure us down this path of just I don't know. But anyways, people will do anything to bring you down and. That's unfortunate that these people exist in the truth movement because it's not about division. Because like I said in our comment to get you on the show, divided we fall, and it's good that there's no division here, and that just needs to stop. Anybody out there, doing this kind of stuff, just be smarter than that and be mature. That's all I have to say. And if anything, submit your own film or be honest. And that's just the way to be. If you're part of the truth and you're hiding your identity. Then what are you even doing here? That's all I have to say.
Yeah, because one of them did respond back and they said, yeah, actually I am, and I did enter my own video and put the link to his thing, and he completely, just finished admitting and saying that he just came on my channel to, destroy me. So, well, thank you very much. What do you want me to say to that? So, hopefully,
and they're not even worth, really, they're not even worth our time and breath. And if they're gonna, if they're here to divide, then there's something wrong with them. That's all I have to say. It's almost like the whole Trayvon thing. It's just the media, they're using things to divide people for ratings and their own mutual gain because they see you at a top most rated page.
Did you say the Trayvon Martin trial there, Court? Court, I sent you some links this morning. You're aware that today is Al Sharpton, the racists' 100-city march, where people are going to go on, start bash mobs of raiding Walmarts and flash mobs of bashing. And in Southern California, 3,000 miles from the incident in Florida. And I mean, Courtney's in Canada. She could probably care less about George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin and the race war that Al Sharpton and Obama are teaming up to create with the special help of the Department of Justice's Eric Holder, the goonbag that wants to brainwash us all into thinking that guns are bad. Matt, I know that you specifically want to stay away from the whole Zimmerman and all the propaganda surrounding the case. But how do you, Matt, feel specifically about Eric Holder saying that he doesn't care what the state of Florida says and what their jury says? He's going to pursue a civil rights violation case, even though the FBI has already said that racial profiling wasn't a part of that. Obama says Trayvon was him. It's his son. It's him 35 years ago. Basically, just like identify with the blackness there. Matt, what are your feelings?
I've got two things actually. Two or three very important things when it comes to the Trayvon Zimmerman case. Number one, I find it interesting, but not surprising, that groups like the NAACP, who is quite possibly one of the more racist than the Ku Klux Klan, but the NAACP comes out. And I was unfortunately watching Hannity the other night, only because I had to throw up afterwards. But he was interviewing the head of the media or resource department or something from the NAACP, and the guy from the NAACP is making up things about why he didn't like how the Trayvon Zimmerman case ended up. I mean, he sat there and he told Hannity that Zimmerman attacked Martin
because he's a gay rapist.
And I'm going and Hannity goes, well, no, he didn't. And then the guy from the NAACP goes, well, he might have.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say he might have.
He might have.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah. We're gonna base a fight and potential race war and racial tension on a might.
Guys, let's not act like we got in the Florida case because of the merits. We got there by rallying and protesting and by raising the issue, says Al Sharpton. In other words, they bullshitted the whole thing. Okay, today, July 20th, on AP, if you're seeing my screen, look what they use. AP photo uncredited. This already discredited photo of Trayvon at age 12.
12.
Zimmerman at like 2 years ago on some other bullcrap where he's got, you know, the shaved head look. He doesn't look anything like white to me. Trayvon doesn't look anything like a gold-toothed, weed-smoking, syrup-drinking gangster. He looks like he's in junior high. And this photo, this age discrepancy photo has already been discredited, but Associated Press feels free and effing fancy to use it today when Al Sharpton and Barack Obama have their kill a bunch of white people day planned across America. Great, fantastic, lovely.
But Charles Barkley, no, D-Lake, Charles Barkley's racist for accepting the verdict and telling people to chill out. Is he not?
And so is Bill Cosby, and so is Courtney Driver in Canada.
Yeah, and if you may let me make a little interjection about Obama and this whole subject. First of all, I think that I think he's not only out to get the Constitution, he's also out to get the dictionary and words such as alleged and so forth, because, you know, there's no more, let's have a trial and have a diplomatic discussion about the things that are right and wrong about this scenario, and not just go straight to you're guilty, you know. And now it's just guilty and not proven nothing and sent straight to FEMA camp or wherever, you know. And the other thing too is, and this is kind of one of the things that I'd like to make a video about in the future when I do get a chance, is I think that, to me, you know, because I think it's always like, to give you an example, right? You guys are in the States, and I'm sure that you could say, and very clearly say, 1,000,001 things about what's wrong with Canada, right? And this is a perspective thing, because, like, if you look at something close up, you know, you don't see all of the edges and everything like this, but when you hold it far away, then you do. And the thing that I've seen with Obama is kind of like, he's like a used car salesman, right? He's got everybody in a daze. Oh yeah, this is gonna work. As soon as you get off the driveway of the
he couldn't sell GMs. I'll tell you what.
Get rid of you faster, right? And the thing is, is that since he got into office, he's been nothing but an attack on what it is that U.S. Constitution stands for. And you know what? I kind of take this personally too, and I think it's because I've watched so many American films growing up, and you know, I really love the way you guys have this, and you know, now it's being tested more than ever. But you know, America, like, you know, everybody sticks together, and you go out and get the bad guys, and you know, at the end of the day, the good people win, and you know, this I always love.
G.I. Joe, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have a question for Courtney, and well, actually, to go off of what you just said, I got a buddy that lives in England.
Yeah.
Matt, right before you go into that, I just want to mention real quick, and Kyle will love me for this. Make sure you go to the Media Speaks, everybody, and click on the Nitro Pack ad. Go ahead, Matt.
Okay.
It'll help out. Thank you. Yes, go ahead, Matt.
15 minutes late, but I did it.
Yeah.
And he was here in.
And support Infowars.com. Sorry.
Yes.
Matt, go ahead, for real.
I'm just waiting.
Yeah,
no, it's you. You
had
got the floor.
a friend that lived in London?
Advertisements are over.
He came to the States last year, and we hung out for a week. And you know, he said what he finds almost funny is he wasn't making fun of it, but the patriotism we have here. This like flag waving. Yeah. You know, like when our national anthem is at a ball game, you know, it's like there's this like holding everything way up here. And he said, I've been in lots of countries and nobody else has that.
Yeah, I can attest to that, because even in Canada, we're singing your national anthem too. Like, we're singing ours, but we're also
imagine that.
The war,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But my question for you was going to be that I know Canada has a constitution, But what is it compared to ours?
Well, it's actually a Bill of Rights and Freedoms. So
Okay.
the essence of it is the exact same as the Constitution. You know, do unto others as well, that's more like the Bible. Sorry, but the Bill of Rights and Freedoms is exactly this. You know, so that you have the right to freedom of speech, you have a right to freedom to gather in assembly as a group of citizens. You know, right to free counsel, and not to list them all, but we have it's more or less the exact same as the Constitution.
Okay, now with ours, our Constitution is not a living document. It can't be changed on the whim of the government. Now, can the Queen or the
Try to tell him that to Obama, Matt.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're trying that's what we're trying to tell him.
We got to get rid of that pen.
Yeah.
We got to. We could.
He'll just do it. He'll just do an automatic signature overseas and sign the NDA that way. Though.
Yeah, true.
What about your Constitution, or I mean your Bill of Rights and Freedoms? Is that something that is easily changed in your country?
Well, from my knowledge, it hasn't been like amended or anything like that, if that's what you're trying to refer to. But just to give you an example, I think that the Queen, if she does choose to like override or oversee any of them, not the major ones, but if they wanted to add something, I'm sure that they would be able to find a way.
Right, or they could just make that ordinance where they extend that you cannot be in the blocks like they did for that G20 summit. I'm sure you watched Into the Fire, right, Courtney?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they did with that charter ordinance during, it was like a wartime ordinance or something.
But things are getting tenser though, because not too long ago, what was it, last year, when the Queen came down, there was not rioting. I mean, riding for Canadians isn't so crazy, whatever.
Snowball fight.
Exactly. So we're not saying sorry to you, but no, there was picketing, and people are becoming much more awake, I find, in Canada. Like we were always, not to say that we're asleep, but more of. Not a passive aggressive, how to say it, yeah, like not a passive way of dealing with it, like, oh, that's not good, whatever, and going on about the way, like actually now trying to not to please everybody. I think this is a better comparison, because to me Canada is like the fly on the wall type thing, and it's like we don't want to disrupt or say anything and offend anybody, like we'll like we want everybody to.
You want to be PC. You have to be PC.
So Canadians really are as nice as we think they are.
Yeah. Well, I am.
I'm sorry.
That's one of the big stereotypes, about Canadians, is how nice they are.
Yeah.
Sorry, Courtney. Which part of Canada do you in?
I'm in Montreal.
Montreal, right?
Yeah, so it's the more cosmopolitan of the Canadian provinces.
Yeah, that area, that's the part of Canada, I don't know, many viewers may not know this, but that's the part of Canada that actually accepts the Queen as like their leader, or is that?
Oh yeah. Hell
right.
Oh yeah.
So you could almost say that for the United States, for the propaganda they inject in the media, and Kate Middleton's pregnant. Do you actually care about Kate Middleton being pregnant, Courtney?
No, I think maybe I'm the only female who's not obsessed with the
You're totally obsessed with that.
Yeah.
I bet the media is blowing that up there too, as well, right?
Yeah. Well, there's this thing where it's become that royalty is like celebrity, and this I think is scary, with anything, because when you have people that are making decisions about your life, and not just only your life, but society's, regulations and rules, and when people start putting them on pedestals, and
our president, who has the world's toughest day job, who is supposed to be like, Thomas Jefferson riding in on a horse. Like, he's supposed to be the most humble character in the nation, but nowadays, no, he's a rock star, superstar. He hangs out with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and he's got to be famous and have all these royal privileges like he's a king. and he'll take $1 $100 million vacation to
Africa.
and then but he'll cancel his $100 million trip to Russia because he can't talk to Putin right now. I mean, while they're amassing and joining forces with American forces to patrol protests or something, it's like, great. I can't wait for
That just reeks of New World Order.
It reeks of Red Dawn and New World Order garbage.
And the thing is like, say for instance he is like Manchurian candidate type situation, right? But the thing is like, what I think is going to happen with Obama is similar to what they did with John F. Kennedy, but in the complete opposite. You see, they put John F. Kennedy into a thing because they thought they could manipulate him like a puppet because he was easily influenced by women and alcohol and drugs and what have you.
Right.
They thought he was a sex maniac, but then he got righteous.
Yeah, but he was doing all these quote-unquote bad things, right? But he actually had a good heart and a good intention to help people, right?
Yeah.
So this backfired on them. This is the opposite situation I see happening with Obama. He's doing all these good things, but at the heart of it, he has so much hatred and despicability for Americans, and this is going to bite the NWO in the ass. So maybe we should be kind of seeing where this goes, because the thing is like, for instance, you look at Obama since he got into presidency. He's changed everything from the plane used, the Air Force One that he used that he got originally.
Yeah,
there's no more American flag on it. Like, it's his little logo. Well, this is what I was looking at it.
Yeah, there's not.
I didn't notice.
Wait, what? There's no American flag on Air Force One. Just
he took the
Obama O.
He took the American flag off the tail and put the Obama.
What did he name it? G Unit? Did he name it G Unit or something?
Yeah, Unit. Now it's just a circle with his O on it, and he also and the car that he's in is called the Beast. I mean, like, what else can I think of that is called the Beast? Oh, gee, I don't know, Satan.
Wait, that's his code.
No, but
his wife.
But if he bows to the Saudi emperor, he's just tripping a little bit. He's just curtsying.
Wait, Courtney, what's Michelle? What's her code name?
Oh, because like, just to give you whatever, his wife Michelle, right? She's dubbed as the closer. Now, I did a little.
Closer?
Yeah, the closer, and I'll give you a little FYI about what this
relief pitcher, right?
I think she's even more to be looked out for than Obama. But the thing is, when I was first starting out, right, one of the jobs that I had was working in a call center in Canada, right? This is.
Oh, I've been there, done that. Sorry, go ahead, Courtney.
So before, like, I was there for like 2 weeks, right, and then I caught on to the scam, and then I quit, but. One of the big parts about these call centers is that you call somebody up, you're pitching them something, whether it's magazines, you're pitching them I don't know, chocolate bars, what have you, but at the end of it, for them to get the credit card and to do the different stuff that isn't good, they need like a professional, somebody who's been there for a while, who seals the deal, who and this is what they're called, a closer. So to me, I think that actually Michelle is the one who is, behind the scenes even worse maybe than Obama, because Obama's the puppet.
Well, they were building her up sort of like Hillary Clinton, and I made this guest on a different show. I was to Hillary Clinton 2016. I don't know, Michelle Obama on there, because people are so stupid and accepting the tyranny that we've been given, and accepting his rights.
Woman ticket would be great. Sam, do you want to speak to telemarketing and what Courtney was just talking about? Sam.
Oh, I was stuck doing it off and on at different places for years. It's absolute hell. And they are smart enough to call them verifiers here.
Oh yeah, that was the new word.
We call them sales here.
But I'm pretty sure. Sales. Basically, where you can save a lot of money by doing things with telemarketers. The problem is that a lot of the companies just exploit the hell out of the workers and keep all the money to themselves. And I will say names. Bob Procyse, human scum at EBSCO. Greg Shannon, human scum at Circulation Sales. It's the way that these places are run that are just absolutely despicable.
And their kids probably promote. Their kids are probably transgender vegetarian DJs that promote cannibalism in the Church of Euthanasia, like Corda. And that Corda Connection is one of the InfoWars videos that I watched last night that I really, really liked. I also think Look Up on Operation Paul Revere. I believe that is a winner. I really think that Courtney has just an amazing, excellent video presentation with her self-titled video for the Operation Paul Revere contest. Courtney, your video is just really so awesome and amazing to me. We're coming up on an hour. Matt said he's on, watching the clock today. We usually like to get into entertainment around this time in the show. This whole show, of course, has been entertaining. Yeah. Matt, go ahead.
I would like to add 2 things real quick.
Please, yeah, let's get it all out so we don't miss anything.
First of all, as far as the names of things like the Beast,
the Beast and the Closer and
Michelle Obama is the Beast. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
I've seen better faces on an iodine bottle, yes.
Yeah, I mean, if my dog looked like that, I'd shave its ass and teach it to walk backwards. But
hey, no dirty joke time today. Come on, guys.
We could have used that last show.
Yeah.
But I want to point out to anybody that's listening, okay, anybody who hasn't caught up with the fact that there is a Canadian here speaking more highly of, or not more highly of, but more concerned about the state of America than most Americans do.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
But you're exactly right, Court. We have somebody that doesn't even live in this country that is more worried about what's going on than people that actually live in this country. And when I say everything's not okay,
well, it's a global issue.
That's an I realize that, but I mean, a lot of what we've talked about has been about America, and that is really the embodiment of why everything is not okay, of what is wrong here. Is that there's more people that live outside of the United States that cares about what's happening here, and that is more informed than people that are here, like Courtney.
I think I heard an excellent, how do you say it, anyways, Alex Jones said it one time.
Rant?
Well, not a rant, but it was
Speech,
about, it was about the frog being in the
analogy.
Analogy, that's the word I was looking for.
Boiling pot.
A great analogy, and I think this can twist it to mean for this. Like, I appreciate what you're saying, Matt, and what I think maybe is that, like, everybody who is in America right now, they're in the situation, right? So they're in the pot, and the thing is that they're turning up the water, very slowly, and everybody's like, whoa, yeah, it was freezing cold pond, now it's like a sauna, woohoo, But, like, I'm looking at the situation, like, I see the pot, like, I see, you guys in there, and I just, for the other people who are aware, like you guys, that's excellent, but not everybody's jumped out of the pot, when they first started getting warm.
And Courtney, you recognize as well as we do that this is a global, universal info war. Courtney, there really is a war on for our minds, and it doesn't matter if you live in Montreal,
souls, really.
Ontario, San Diego, Detroit, New York, Chicago, or Venezuela. Like, we're all in this fight together, right, Courtney?
Yeah, and it's a war for our mind, but I think that people have to start not being afraid to use like the word soul or these like good words like faith and hope and stuff like this, because when you start taking these words out of your dictionary, your everyday words, then it's just tearing you down.
Oh yeah, here in America, Courtney, someone graduating from college can't give thanks to God. Or they can't say Jesus, or they can't salute the flag, or something like that. Forget that! The first thing I'm going to say but they can say it at the Emmys, and Netflix is going to be at the Emmys and at the Academy Award, but not at college?
Yeah, but you can walk around and throw the devil sign and go hail
yeah,
Satan
yeah.
like that. That's totally
All
cool.
praises due to
But
Hey,
God forbid
Bohemian.
you say
And let me get something straight. I'm a metalhead, and I do this. This doesn't mean I like Satan, though. I've done that. I like heavy metal. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
But what you were saying just really reminded me before we get into the entertainment section here, guys. The other day, I was wearing that Big Brother Indoors.com shirt with the pyramid at the top with the all-seeing eye, and I went into this pizza joint, and sure enough, the person who sits us down, she asked, "Oh, do you like that show?" And I said, "What?" And I said, "Oh, Chico's Big Brother." And it turns out she's talking about the
TV show.
The TV show, this reality TV show I could give two shits about. And I didn't even want to go there. I was about to ask, you've never heard of George Orwell? You've never heard of 1984? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I almost wanted to, like, choke out this person because they didn't know who George Orwell was. But that's the problem. Yeah.
But this is...
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
This is just to show you how much they are manipulating the people, is so that they don't associate the word Big Brother with something bad. No, what they end up associating with is like half-naked men and women and all these different, to distract the brain again. And this is where...
But Courtney, in your comment section, you're accused of using the wrong subliminal messages or attributing the wrong quote.
Oh, that one troll! Oh my God!
Or something or whatever. What's wrong with you, Courtney? Your subliminal messages are all wrong.
Have you also noticed that nobody knows what the word dissent means? I went to this brainless hip hop channel for work, where I work, and I left a comment that said that it was just terrible, and I got a reply back from some idiot that said, "Oh, you're just a hater." I wrote, "I'm a dissenter." He wrote back as a private message, "I don't even know where decanter is."
Decanter?
Okay. So actually, Courtney, you don't even have to answer that. I think we have already established that there's some people that are not the brightest bulbs in the pack commenting on your page. But
on that note, though, I hope... I hope that just the people that are there just realize, what exactly that I am trying to accomplish, and at the same time, this is because you can either cry or laugh in the situation, right?
And wait,
why divide? Why divide when you could unite? And
it
why
doesn't seem like you're doing. It doesn't seem like you're doing a lot of crying, Courtney. Actually, in looking at the comments on your page, you're pretty prolific in responding back to any comment. Basically, you have like 100 and some odd comments, and like pretty much every one when I went through, you had some type of thank you or rebuttal or I'm glad that we're in this together, or you always have something to say whenever, no matter what, no matter how someone comes at you, Courtney. And I think that is a tremendous attribute. And every time you explain the way that you're doing things and how you do what you do, I just get I was just getting more of a sense of like how incredible you are. I can't wait for you to edit make a Media Speaks intro for us or something like that. But
and it would be an honor. Awesome.
We would be honored.
Courtney, I was posting your video like a month or two ago on my Facebook. You're not on Facebook.
Yeah.
You probably didn't see it, but
yeah, we did rep your video a couple times.
She knows totally how to edit. What's the name of that song in there that you're singing? It's kind of like a robot voice, but it's totally
it's auto rap.
And you're dancing around like Andy Warhol and stuff, and I'm totally attracted to that music video.
That
auto tune.
Yeah, there's a wait a minute. I think I have the app on my thing.
Yeah, it's auto rap, right?
Yeah, it's auto.
I have that. Yeah. Auto-tune
I can't wait to hear your auto-tune rap.
I have one of my cat, like making fun of my cat on my phone.
This?
Because the way that I made this,
you guys can't hear it, but this song is so hypnotic.
Yeah, this is a poem that I actually wrote not a while back, but while I was working on the project, right? And at the end, because I wanted to have like an even number 10, and I was like, what could I do? And then I was like, wow, like these lyrics I think can reside because it came from like my thoughts, you know. So, and then I just happened to be checking, because I was just like, how can I make something go viral, blah blah blah, right? And then I'm looking on YouTube, and then I was remembering back, the winning thing from Charlie Sheen, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, how do I get this auto-tune voice happening and stuff like this? Because I mean, I enjoy singing myself, but the thing is that my voice maybe is not exactly, how I hear it and how it comes out probably isn't the same. So I was like, okay, use auto-tune and make this legit neutral. So anyways, did the auto-tune, and then the 4 squares, like the different colors, this is actually with just the video thing from Apple, and then I just melded the two with another video that I put together. So
that's great.
A lot of really awesome video editing and layering. I mean, I don't want you to give away all your secrets and stuff, but could you give people just an idea of some of the software or programs that you use, Courtney?
Yeah. Oh no, sure. I don't mind at all sharing the different things. Like for this video that I just did, this is with an excellent program. It's called TrackAx. It's TRAKAX.com, and unfortunately, it's only available. They haven't got it yet for PC, Apple, but it's for PC, and
right.
You can. I find it's very intuitive.
I mean, just look at all this layering and you got
so is it easy? Is it
comparable?
I
mean, everything's kind of see-through.
The bullets shooting out of the gun through the letters, it's just amazing, Courtney. Everything about the film is good. And I mean, how long? I just wanted to ask you. I never asked you before. How long have you been following the Truth News and Alex Jones and Infowars?
Actually, the first. I would say it's about 7-8 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So quite some time.
But very intensely the last 3 years.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, actually
totally. Same
subscribing
and everything.
to Prison Planet and watching the films, because to be honest, it.
How do you? I just noticed this morning that you have a Prison Planet group or account or something. I totally have to check that out.
Oh,
I've been on there for a while now.
Yeah, we're on there as well. We got it.
Then you have to sign up, because I created two I guess you could say channels, whatever. First, there's the Frequency Fighters. This is like a group from Planet Infowars.
Right, and anybody watching this could join that group that she's talking about on planetinfowars.com, which is a great way to make your own articles and blog. And if you want to do that, you could do that through themediaspeaks.com as well. Just letting you know. But yeah, go ahead and talk more about your Infowars group.
Yeah, well, the more the merrier, because basically what I wanted to accomplish and ultimately create is a place like a safe haven, because when things start getting crazy, and not only when they start to get crazy, but beforehand, because I think the best thing is prevention, not like a solution is good, but a prevention is better. And the thing is, with all the negative stuff that's in the world, right, it can be draining. And the thing is that to me, life is all about energy. You have positive energy, you have negative energy, and you have to balance the two. Like, you can't walk around with a smile 100% of the time, and you can't walk around all the time either. So this is just a place where, if you find a cool video, fun, like a great song, or just a link to an article or anything, or if you just want to say something, just to go have one spot where you can put all this stuff down. So,
are you Canadian freedom fighters on Planet Infowars?
No, if you go to Frequency, FREE.
Oh, Frequency.
Dash, and then.
Oh, okay.
And then fighters?
Yeah. No. 2 E's.
Wait, 2 E's and Frequency?
It's a play on words, do you like?
Yeah, it's like free dash Quincy.
It looks like you like doing that. You got the realnews.com. Yeah, that's a cool thing though. I like that.
It's not as easy to say, but it's kind of like easier to remember, I guess. I don't know.
Is
Right,
TMS
right.
comparable to Adobe Premiere?
Put a dash. Put a dash.
After Effects. How about After Effects? Is that like
Frequency dash
TrackX?
finders?
Yeah. Free dash.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, my bad. Free dash Quincy.
Yeah. And then dash, like a space. And
Oh,
then
space.
yeah, and then fighters.
All right, I'm gonna find you right now. And I'm D-Like for Prez. You can find me. Actually, if you post any videos,
please.
you can find D-Like for Prez and the Media Speaks in the most commonly used tags on Planet Inforce. Hey, Courtney, I'm a fellow contestant from the Operation Paul Revere contest.
Oh, it's my comment.
On our news. Oh, that's from Court. Please let
And
me
if
know.
you join-
Hey, we have you on the show. So, Court, good job, pal.
And here she is.
Your comment works. We
Yeah.
got her on. Okay, and
Well-
you have a bunch of
well,
videos on here?
And I may be making if you join, then I'll put you as the moderators also, since you guys are on the ball.
Oh, that would be great.
Okay, yeah, let's see. What do I do here? Okay.
That'd be great. We'll get you shut down in about 2 days, Courtney. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, totally. Terrorist activity from Canada. She
Yeah.
joined with the Media Speaks. This is bad.
Well, while you're looking that up, D-Lake, I regretfully have to leave.
Okay, Matt, are you on Planet
Well, it's been a
Infowars?
pleasure, Matt Winklejohn.
Yes.
I am
Thank
on Planet, and Courtney, it was a pleasure meeting you, and
Likewise.
pleasure
Very nice to meet you.
talking to you. Yes, I am on Planet Infowars, and it is
Cool.
resist the tyranny on Infowars, all one word. And of course, find me on resistthetyranny.com and my YouTube channel, Resist the Tyranny Broadcasting. So, yeah, thanks for having me on the show. It was it was a real good show, and I hate to have to bail early, but I have somewhere I have to be in 45 minutes.
Well, you better get there, buddy.
Well, you're an important report on the road, Matt, so Godspeed to you. Thanks for joining us once again.
And
Yeah,
guys,
Matt, thanks for being on the show.
thanks.
We
Yep,
really
thanks for having me.
appreciate all your insight. For sure.
Again, Courtney, is a pleasure. Sam, D-Lake, Court, always a good time. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Sounds good.
All right, Matt.
Sounds
All right.
good.
All right, Matt
Matt
Winklejohn.
Winklejohn.
Matt Winklejohn there of Resist the Tyranny. Great guest. We always enjoy having him on the show. He has an account at Planet Infowars, which is Resist the Tyranny. And actually, if you type in Resist the Tyranny, all one word, at stickerjunkie.com, you will save $10 on any order at stickerjunkie, JUNKIE.com. That's actually D-Lake for Prez's website. And Courtney, if you didn't know, I'll make you stickers to say whatever you want. Here's Courtney's page, if you can see my screen share. Frequency Fighters, kind of a unique, hard to find search there, but she knows what she's doing. Okay, guys. Courtney, let's go back to just all your amazing SEO, search engine optimization, starting new websites and Twitter techniques of gaining such a following that you have a tremendous amount of views on your video, and you have over a dozen websites that you manage and take care of every day.
Yeah.
And
I have about I think
you're just doing a great job. Talk more about that.
Well, the thing that I notice on social media is the huge opportunity to connect with people. Because just to give you a quick thing, because exactly with what happened with Facebook, I'm always kind of late to the game on these things. Exactly this. For Facebook,
oh yeah, me too.
I didn't ever want to join. I mean, when Everybody Loved Raymond came out, I was like, no, I don't love Raymond. Thank you very much. And, and then after I watched, I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is good. And the same thing happened with Twitter. The first time I was like,
and the same thing happened with me. You know how long I had
MySpace.
Do you know how long I had audio
website.
cassettes before I went to CD, and how long I had MySpace before I went to Facebook, and I still have DVDs. I don't have Blu-ray. Okay, I'm still holding out.
Yeah. I didn't get 3D either. I think that they're gonna come out with it, and it's gonna be actually like a holograph, Because
holograms are the next big thing, Courtney, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna invest in
Holographic technology, yeah.
And Courtney, you said you're a big fan of movies, and we usually like to get into a little bit little bit looser and a little bit more in entertainment. Everyone already knows how we feel about becoming Paul Revere and being like Paul Revere and releasing amazing, super awesome, well-produced videos like what you did, Courtney, which I can't get over how just awesome and fucking amazing it is. But have you seen any good movies lately, Courtney? Can we talk a little entertainment here?
Actually, I saw The Purge.
The Purge!
Oh my
I
God!
want to see that.
I don't think I've seen that.
I went up.
Courtney,
Oh wait, I did see that.
Courtney.
Wait, with the kidnapping?
With Ethan Hawke. Wcourtney, before you get
Oh no, wrong one.
I haven't seen it yet, but I saw the trailer and I saw some of the preliminary stuff. How realistic is it that there's only one day of the year that we're gonna purge?
Actually, I think it's a very scary, very real thing for the future. And you may think a crackpot for saying it, but the common theme that I'm seeing in these movies, and not to give too much of the plot away because you haven't seen it, but there's this common theme that something's going to happen in America, and there's like a new constitution, right? And the thing is that with all of the different movies, because to me the way that I see movies is like a indicator of where the future is going, because if you look at the people who are creating,
window into the
yeah,
future.
Exactly, because if you look at like psychopaths, they love to talk and they love to
give you a preview of the tyranny that comes.
A preview, because one it
and
kind of
take souvenirs too, a box.
Isn't it kind of like a soft tyranny? Doesn't that kind of like make people accept the possibility of that coming to be?
Well, this is it. There's a couple of aspects to it when they put out the movies. If they're bad putting out the movies, then they're trying to get you preconditioned to accept it when these things start happening.
Right.
Then the second thing is because it's like their confessional. They get off on the fact that they have the control to put this into your eyes and your brain, and it's kind of like, I can do whatever I want and you can't stop me, similar to a serial killer or sociopath or whatever.
And broadcasting their evil in advance is some kind of weird...
And the other thing that I think that they do it for is like documenting. Like we document against all the horrible things that happen so that we have proof of it. I think that they also document these things like... I don't know if you ever saw, this is like an amazing movie, one of my favorites is Running Scared. There's like a crazy part in that movie, and anyways, one of them is exactly this, it's with, whatchamacallit, he was in Fast and Furious, anyways.
Steve Grant? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Vin Diesel?
No. Oh, what's his name? Paul Walker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's like a cop. Yeah, that one was good.
You think that at first I wasn't gonna watch it. I'm like, okay, this is like another whatever type movie. But the twists and turns in that movie are crazy. And I love this in a 24 hours, or like how different people's lives are interconnected and they don't even know. Or they do end up finding out later, or they don't, but you see it all play out as one. But anyways, there's a part in the movie, and it's exactly this. Once the horrible thing has been committed, there's like a token, to remind or to keep as a keepsake or whatever in some sick, twisted way. And this, to me, is also movies for the NWO. It's like their library of evil.
Like in The Fifth Element, if you didn't have that one little match at the end, they would have been the world would have been decimated, right?
Yeah.
If we don't live in Agenda 21 apartments, and wait, in that same movie we had a black president, and he was the president of the world, not of the United States. Did you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an issue. I know I'm bringing up a '90s movie here, but I don't know why it reminded me of that. But there's a few other movies that's been happening. We've been seeing these these war robots. It looks just like the enemy in RoboCop 2. You know what I'm talking about, right? Did you see that prototype come out, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. There's another one. Let me just...
Yeah, 209.
Yeah, something like that. But it's pretty scary. It looks almost just like the RoboCop 2 and the E209 or whatever. Yeah, like the that's what they're going to employ into the battlefield. I think they're soft playing us with first introducing the drones, the aircraft type technology, and then we're going to have land, some sort of land vehicles eventually that are completely controlled via automation, used by the military.
And another movie that really looks good that's coming out is with Matt Damon. It's called Elysium or something. This is also.
We've talked about that. We've talked about that on the show. The movie where Matt Damon has to put on some kind of cyborg Iron Man suit to go to the space station that is Elysium.
Yeah, Elysium.
And Jodie Foster's there with the cancer treatment and all that stuff, all the amazing stuff that the rich people have on the Elysium space station. Matt Damon has to get there. It looks pretty good. It looks like a pretty cool dystopian, futuristic type movie. Here we go. Let's take a look at the screen share. And hey, I put on the suit. I kill robots. I'm Matt Damon.
Yeah. Well, he was in all the Bourne Identity, Bourne. This is good.
Yeah, he was super MK Ultra in that one.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see the? No. Did you see the headlines this week at Natural News? A guy woke up in a hotel room speaking perfect Swedish.
Yeah.
Johan Eck, who's really Michael Boatwright. All his identification says, could he be a real life? Could he be a real life Jason Bourne? Courtney, I don't know if you know about this. Court, go ahead and fill us in.
I just saw the headline. I won't claim to know all the aspects of the story, but you never know. I mean, sometimes it's kind of a 50-50 with some of these stories that come out like that. It could be real, or it could be just some guy trying to get attention. But I mean, go ahead. I mean, I don't know any thoughts about that. I'm not saying it's not possible, because there are declassified documents that show that intelligence agencies have these capabilities, and we've obviously seen. If you look at people like James Holmes' eyes, and his history with flicker fusion technology, there's something going on there. I mean, that's to tie that in there. That's all I can really say about it.
I think truth is always stranger than fiction, so you can't ever rule out anything. And the thing is that, you have to think in the millions and billions of people who have been on Earth. You have to figure at least one has had that situation happen to them. I mean, that situation almost happened to me. Like you're learning different languages and doing whatever.
How many languages do you speak, Courtney?
I actually speak 4 languages, but
wow.
two fluently, like mother tongue, French and English. I speak 2 other languages, but at a very intermediate, conversational level.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Croatian and German.
And if you start, wow, that's amazing. I'd be proud to say I even barely understood more than 2 languages. That's amazing that you. Did you learn all those at a younger age, or?
Well, English and French I learned because, first I was
obviously
born
Canadian.
Here. Yeah, but I didn't learn right away because I moved. I went to Ontario, so I came back when I was 10, and then I was learning French, and I learned most of my French when I was working, being immersed in it.
Oh, right.
But Croatian, this also ties. Well, I learned also because my fiance, he's Croatian, so when I go to visit, this is like, if I don't want to communicate, I'm gonna be lost, And,
yeah, exactly. I hear you.
Yeah, and then German. Well, this is also because I have friends in Germany, and so. But the thing not to get. This is how I look at it, right? Because some people, you can hear them, they speak 7, 10 languages, and the thing is that not to get discouraged, because languages, once you learn one, especially like say you know Italian or something. Italian is very similar to French, and French is they're kind of all interconnected, and if you can just get the basics, like terms, tenses, and other things, you can create sentences, and then from there you build on. It's like anything, you take it one step.
Right, one step at a time, definitely. And that's just amazing. I just asked that because I think when I clicked on your site, I saw that you were you were multilingual.
But a good program though to use if you do and quickly and I also researched, and this is what governments and all these other programs use, is a Rosetta Stone, because it's a more like it's a quicker way to learn, because instead of trying to learn the word and then translate the word, because a lot of times when you translate the word you lose the meaning. What it does is it directly associates like an image with the language. So like say you see a flower, you know, you see a flower, well then, I don't know, say you're learning French or whatever, then you'll see directly flower. So your brain isn't connecting a word with a word, your brain's connecting a word with an image.
With an image.
So
that makes a lot of sense.
So it cuts out a lot of the miscommunication, because a lot of the times people, you know,
well, because your brain's searching for the word to translate it to, when an image could be instantly recognized. That's a very good way to go about it. So I guess anybody out there wanting to learn a second language could go through Rosetta Stone, says Courtney Driver.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to do commercials for Rosetta Stone on here. Hey Sam, I wanted to get your opinion today on this in the entertainment section. Let me go back to my screen share.
Oh my God.
Celebrity worship. Kanye West's $120 plain white T-shirts sell out instantly. The article on PrisonPlanet.com by Anthony Gucciardi. Kanye West Gucciardi, right?
Yeah, he also has an entry in the Paul Revere. Good job.
Does he have?
Oh, he does.
Kanye West line of plain white T-shirts.
He was on InfoWars the other day.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I think it's what is it?
I haven't seen his.
Yeah.
Is he wearing the Kanye West $120 plain white tee in his music video or in his Operation Paul Revere video? I don't know. But Kanye West line of plain white T-shirts devoid of any imagery, so they don't have anything fancy like Courtney Driver, or special characteristics, again like CD there, and priced at $120 each. So a little overpriced, Courtney, even in America, don't you think?
I was
hey,
just
Courtney, how come
$120 only for? Why don't we just make it $300?
Well, it's $300 in Canada.
Go bankrupt right away.
Seriously. It's $300 in Canada.
Bernanke can afford it. Why not? Bernanke should be wearing one of those.
The funniest part of that is Kanye West has to be one of the most untalented human beings who has ever walked the face of the planet. Half the time he doesn't even rhyme.
Kanye is so he's got like this god complex.
Like a T-shirt with absolutely nothing on it. To me, it describes.
Oh, you delayed there, Sam, or is that me?
No, it's delayed a little bit.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey guys, the tag on this hip hop T-shirt by Kanye West for $120. In this picture, you don't see a tag. The tag actually says Hanes.
Oh, so it's just a Hanes T-shirt. Him. That is ridiculous.
I'm sure it's made in Canada for like 2 cents.
Well,
garbage.
That reminds me of Rihanna. At one point, she came out with this thing. I think it was water, water, but it's called tap water. Like the marketing on that, you know. Yeah, I'm sure that they don't even have a treatment plant. She's
extra fluoride added.
Extra fluoride, because it was like a thing on words.
Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. You have a lot of opinions on this, Sam. Go ahead.
When I saw that I think it was Mark.
Don't say Kesha. Don't say Kesha.
I think it was Mark Dyson originally put it up there when I saw the $120 white T-shirt, and
$400 jeans and everything that Trayvon was wearing.
It speaks volumes to how.
Sam.
Sam, you're glitching out.
He's Sam. You Robo Sam. Robo Sammy.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to pull this off with Court. You and I listen to metal. Do you think? I'll even go mainstream. I'll go mainstream. Do you think White Zombie or Metallica could pull off selling an all-white T-shirt? No, because their average fan, by and large, isn't that stupid.
They're not going to buy it.
Country music, not going to happen.
Maybe just for the roll up the pack of cigarettes.
Yeah. If it comes
cigarette
pre-rolled
shirt.
with a pack of cigarettes in the
If it
sleeve,
comes with the
yeah.
killer
Some
cigarettes.
country singers, country tea is going for.
So you don't get a bottle of scissor with the
Yeah.
white tea.
I'm like a teenage girl with Trent Reznor, but you know what? I draw the line at buying the Trent Reznor white T-shirt.
Yeah. But on
Hey,
the
why don't you?
subject,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I was gonna say on the subject of Kesha and Britney Spears and
Oh.
Rihanna and all this. You know what? It's kind of saddens me.
Are
because-
you inundated with that same top 40 music in Canada?
Yeah, but
Really?
Oh,
the thing-
I'm sorry.
yeah. But the thing is that this is my take on it, right? Like now, okay, I think the essence starts off pure because if you look at all the Satan worshipping and all this stuff, they need like this pure, like virgin-esque female, right? Because if you look at them when they
Yeah, but
first
that's-
start off, I mean,
40.
Rihanna, she was like 14, and she had no family financial situation, whatever, right? And she kind of like hopped on the bus with Jay-Z and from Barbados, whatever. And the Kesha, because when she first started out, she wasn't doing all this devil-heavy worshipping and stuff like this. She was more like, I'm here to party, kind of like a hippie, whatever, throw some glitter, drink some vodka, whatever.
Be a groupie, whatever, right?
Then we
Harmless.
sell our soul and get put on
Yeah.
the major label, and then we'll do whatever you say because we totally sell out.
Yeah. And what's always sad is like they start off here and then it's,
Sam,
And-
have you watched
Like a
it?
drone.
Yeah.
Hey, Courtney, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and I think like Essence, they just want to unite people, and just because it's hard being a female because it's like if you don't have a strong like backbone about what it is that you stand for, you can be really easily led astray because you have this. It's like almost put into you as a child, like you need to please, like you.
You need to fall into this trend to be accepted, right?
Yeah, like don't
I
like
mean,
when I was
it's-
growing up, it was like don't say anything if you don't have anything nice to say, or do this, or be like perfect in this, that, and the other way. And the thing is that you can't please everybody. You have to, do what it is that's in
That's
line
right.
with you.
But I think with the like you take a music like death metal, they are what they are, and if they have, well, it's usually black metal. If they choose to be satanic, they say it. I went to school with Brian Warner, who's Marilyn.
You there, Sam?
Marilyn Manson?
It's this
Who'd you
Kesha
go for?
comes out wearing this inverted cross, but then it's like, oh well, I'm not really satanic, that kind of thing, and it just it's if that is who she is, she's not even comfortable enough to go out and actually
Own up to it, right, Sam?
Yeah.
Sam, you're kind of sorry, Sam, we're kind of losing you there.
What they are saying.
Yeah, Sam, actually, in a strange turn of events, you're the one that's actually robo-samming today.
I'm gonna log out and log right back in. I will be right
Okay,
back.
no problem,
Sam,
no problem.
Sam, if you get a chance, go check out your Facebook. I just posted the Corda connection. You must watch that video, that Infowars Paul Revere video immediately after you do what you got to do.
Great. You know what, guys?
Court, go ahead.
Yeah, we've had a great show so far.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I was running a little late coming in here because I'm obviously live here on the scene.
Yeah, you are.
But I think it just speaks bounds that we can sit here and promote liberty together and not mudsling at each other. Although we're in a competition together, it's all about promoting the message of liberty. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And like I said before, and we edited this out of the movie, but when I was sitting there and talking spewing my heart out in the beginning of our movie, I threw in there that no matter what happens in this contest, anybody who enters it, anybody who does anything, except for all the haters, you're doing something. We're all winners in this contest.
Yeah.
So I got to commend people like Courtney, people like Steve Grant, even people that have somewhat lower quality videos. We didn't have a great budget either. The fact that you're trying to promote liberty and wake people up there is what makes the difference, and that makes you a winner at heart. And anybody watching this here that's a contestant in the contest, you know, I got to thank you for joining it and being on the right side, you know, of history.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Anthony, I'll tell you what. I was on the basketball team in high school, Courtney. Okay, but I was kind of second string. But I was on the damn team.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with this contest. Is like anyone that entered a video into the contest is a winner right there for sure. Some people might be like, oh, you don't have a lot of views. You ride the bench. It's like, hey, I might be second string, but I'm in the game. I'm getting in the game at least, right, Courtney?
Like to quote Vin Diesel, it's not if you win by an inch or a mile, but you know you're still winning. And the thing is that exactly this. That to me, the goal is finding people to network with, to share the ideas, like-minded. Because you know what, I said this before. It's really easy to find people to work with and to make money with, but it's really hard to find people to make change with. You know, like to actually get stuff done for the positive. You know, not for just
two different things. It's two different things.
And you know, I've done projects where okay, you can make a lot of money. Like for instance, you know, before I went off to do like my own thing, you know, I was working at a company. I won't name names, but anyways, the goal was to make money, right? And the thing is that that's fun, but at the end of the day, when you have to put up with all the political, you know, psychotic bull that happens, you know, in that type of toxic working environment, it's not worth it. So to me, you know, just being able to do something that, you know, is good is great. And I want to thank you guys.
No problem.
Thank you guys so much for having me on, because you know it also speaks volumes about the character and moral code and ethics that you guys have. You know, because it's easy to throw words at people. You know, especially when they're being attacked. But when you see somebody who's being attacked.
There's enough garbage spewed on the mainstream media and from the White House, is there not? And you know what? Just to point out what you said, I mean, look what we as individuals and citizens and as souls were able to accomplish when we came together with no budget at all. And if Infowars.com and Alex Jones were to empower people and actually give us a budget, anything, imagine what could be accomplished even further. And I'm not slowing down. I'm never slowing down. But I'm just pointing that out, and I want to come in at the whole contest itself. David Knight's been doing an excellent job running the contest, as well as hosting the Alex Jones show in his absence. So I gotta. Go ahead.
I'd actually like to throw out a huge shout out, because this is the other thing that I personally found. I don't know if you've encountered it also, but I find that there's in the truth movement, and not just the truth movement, but just the awakening movement, I find that there are some people who, you know, like you guys at the Media Speaks and everything, you guys want to collectivize and work together and build each other up, you know. But I find that there's this undertone in some people where it's like they think it's a race to the top, like I'm gonna discover or you know, fix the NWO all by myself, and you know, it's like
they want to be a star. They want to be
and
it's like
and Court and I Court, you and I just had a conversation, kind of exclusively about that topic just the other day on the phone.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's right.
It's like, dude, come on. I mean, yeah, everyone wants to be, you know, have their own like self-preservation, famousness, but at the same time, it's like
everybody wants to make a name for themselves. But that's the last thing to me. That's the last thing on my mind. That's my last priority, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not just being an asshole. I'm kissing ass.
Paul Revere. Court. When
Paul Revere and our forefathers wore an ass wipe.
Do you think he was worried about having his name on Facebook? No! He was worried about getting the message out there and promoting, you know,
and networking and creating the network of resistance.
Wait. I did have one thing in my notes, Courtney, for you. When I watch your video, you definitely have what I see to be just like an amazing potential for video editing and doing like just awesome video editing. But do you have any experience with print work, and how do you feel about the InfoWars magazine?
I
And do you
love
have any
the
interest in working in that department?
Yes. I've actually, like I mentioned earlier, some of the images in the video are just screenshots.
Drawings and stuff that you
They're
put together?
JPEGs of
JPEGs.
drawings that I did, and if you want, I can send a couple to you via email.
Oh, F yeah.
And
That'd be great.
and basically
I'll turn them into stickers for you at stickerjunkie.com.
that would be awesome.
All right.
Hey, he
yeah,
is
How
the
did
sticker
you
junkie.
mention that?
But
Because I mentioned we graduated with graphic arts lithography when I was in high school.
yeah,
Yeah,
lithography, right?
there's I was lucky enough. I went to I did film school, and I did all
Yeah,
the.
what's your background? We didn't even really talk about that.
Yeah,
how did
film
you-
school. That's
Where did you
apparent.
get all these skills from?
Well, okay. First, after high school, then I went to it's like CEGEP in Quebec. It's
Oh,
kind of like a college, because
okay.
whatever. So
Quebec.
yeah. So the thing is like it's called, well, it's like a film school, but you have all the different arts. So you have print,
Right.
like actually taking photography and getting them developed the old-fashioned way.
I was a painting, printmaking, photography major at San Diego State University, but go ahead.
Oh, that's good. No, it's
Thanks.
because you get an appreciation for all the details, right? And I think this is why you can
Exactly.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of those
Critiques
stickers,
critiques
we
every
saw.
week. Yeah.
most
so-
of those stickers used in our movie were from stickerjunkie.com, and all created
yeah.
for free just to promote the words and the good message. And that's great that you did that, D. Like Perez, and
Yeah,
you got
thanks.
Sticker Junkie going. Sticker activism, words are very important. I'm glad you brought up InfoWars magazine. I still have yet to order an issue. I'm definitely into ordering one of the more recent issues.
I
have
just
you guys
have
ordered?
one
Well, I'd
gripe
like to
about
hear from Courtney if Courtney wants to work in that department, because I know she has the skills. Courtney, continue.
Yeah, I just have one like gripe thing that I would love to see InfoWars do, and it's because I've tried to I tried to get to the magazine, like to go to the InfoWarsStore.com, and I can't because I'm in Canada. Like I can't buy Tangy Tangerine, I can't get any
What?
of these things. No.
Wow.
And I sent a
Wait,
like
there's
a,
a Canadian.
You know what?
There's
I
a
will
block on
help
the
over.
shipping?
yeah,
I
because
already-
when you
That needs to be
I will
remedied
help override
immediately.
that. Let me know
Yeah.
what you want, and I will mail it to you.
I
will
want
mail
Tangy
it to
Tangerine.
you. Just
Yeah,
that's
we'll
that.
get the
Hey,
middleman.
we'll get you some tangy tangerine, all right.
You want some
and-
tangy tangerine?
We'll
You
get
want
the
some?
2.0.
You want some rebound?
3 years, right? I went through a
Right.
huge transformation. Like I quit smoking. I don't drink any coffee anymore. I don't have
The
like
coffee actually protects from cancer to some degree.
yeah. Well, I'll yeah.
Get the good stuff though. Get the Arabic or
Of course, organic if you
the
can.
organic good stuff.
Yeah, because just like a
Longevity coffee is awesome.
yeah.
Well, there was that recent study. Everybody always rants and raves about tea, but then there was a recent study saying that it had a high level of pesticides in it. A recent study saying that with the tea that we've been getting.
Oh, there she goes, taking a sip right there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Courtney, I have a feeling we could just go on and on for days and days here.
We could, yes, we could.
Well,
But why don't we do our best?
We're gonna
to
wrap
close
it up.
Yeah.
Why don't we do our best to wrap it up and call it a show? Courtney, I want to let you go first and just like take your time to just get all your shout outs out there, talk about all your websites, promote what you want, just take the floor. Just take the floor,
Okay.
Courtney, and let us know when you're done.
First of all, I'd like to send out a huge shout out to you guys because this is a very nice and pleasant surprise to have, support and such a positive atmosphere to talk and share the ideas, and especially because I don't know about you, but like this is kind of the most stressful time I think I've ever had.
Oh
in my
yeah,
life.
and they're gonna just
Like,
keep prolonging.
you know?
Courtney and I were
The
just
reporter contest.
This
Yeah.
finalist announced on Monday, and the third place announced 4 days later. That's not true. Okay, they're gonna
We
they're
don't
gonna
think
drag
that's
this out for
happening.
months.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
We might not
Well,
even know.
and I
have
don't
a
blame-
feeling-
We're-
I have a
and that's not
feeling
bad.
We're not gonna, Courtney. I'm sorry. We're not gonna know first place till around Christmas time.
I don't know about that, but it'll. You know what? And I don't blame them because watching over 600 movies and giving an honest critique to over 600 films takes some time. So if they need to stretch it out, I understand. But they've been doing a pretty good job so far.
We're gonna drag it out.
Yeah.
So and then.
I agree. Plus, I mean, I'm interested to see what he's going to do. Christelle and I were talking about this. It's interested to see exactly what he's going to do because I don't think he planned on getting that many music videos, and he doesn't have his own category for that. So you take a 3 or 4 minute long film and one's a video. Well, you're not going to give it to any of the music videos.
Yeah, I don't know, Sam. They opened the door for anything to be in there. Courtney's production is sort of a combination of music video and movie and trailer and just awesome production.
Bumpers,
Courtney,
amazing
Courtney,
collage of awesome.
I was trying to give you the floor and we cut you off. Please go back to where you were. Sorry. Courtney, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think I think if it was like a multiple submission, people would be like a little less confused because I think that they think that mine is like one movie trailer or a documentary or something. Like the majority understand it. Like I'd say 80%, 90% get it. But then there's this subdivision separated by the people who either don't get it. Or,
contestants pretending not to discredit you in order to for personal gain.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going on mute.
Putting that aside,
keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, I just wanted to send out a major shout out and thank you for the people who actually did, because when you're sending out tweets and when you're sending out LinkedIn messages or whatever that you're trying to get the word out, right, is that not everybody responds, and it's a game of numbers. The more you put out, the more you'll be able to, the law of numbers, whatever. So, I'd like to thank Abby Martin. She's been really nice to me, responding and everything like this. The same thing goes with Gerald Salente. The people at InfoWars have been tremendous through Planet InfoWars. I'd like to definitely send a shout out to Lou. He has been supportive of my work and encouraging me to post more pictures or whatever. And the same thing goes with Christy Hightower. She's awesome, and I think that she needs to be more present on air because she has a nice balance and a level attitude, because again, it's not all about putting out.
She's camera friendly too. She's pretty.
Yeah, and she cares,
and she likes D-Lake on Planet InfoWars. So
she does a great job running the Planet InfoWars, though. I just wanted to give out that shout out along with you there.
And she got that job because she's a super SEO, networking, social media type person, just like Courtney is. And I think these two girls have a lot in common, and I think they would work really well together. That's just me putting that out there.
Well, I talk with her on Twitter, and she seems like a really, really nice person. So I would really like to meet her in real life, because I'm kind of like I'm not like girly girl. So it's always nice to meet other girls that are just whatever.
That have that are like-minded, right?
Yeah, and the same goes out to Melissa Melton. I don't want to get into any whatever about.
Okay, Melissa's now with Truth Stream Media with Aaron
Dykes.
They're doing a great job, but you appreciate all Melissa's hard work as well, right?
Yeah, I think that she was was a really good person to deliver the truth also, because you can tell that she's honest, it comes from the heart, she genuinely cares about the situation, and she's there to make a difference, So I love hearing her voice, and also Aaron too. I think that they make a great team, and that their wings were ready to to fly and do whatever with social media. So
they're doing a great job, yeah.
Check them out, they're good. And also Jakari Jackson, he's been very great, and Darren McBreen, I think that they're doing an awesome job along with David Knight on air. I mean, when you see David Knight and Jakari Jackson together, you know, hashing out the different things, I think they have a nice duo. And definitely Alex Jones, because, you know, there's a lot of times I think you guys can relate to this, you know. It's kind of like
of course I can relate
a drug,
to it because
you know,
David
like,
Knight and Jakari Jackson get all their ideas from the Media Speaks. But
no, you know what? Those two, you know what? David Knight and Jakari Jackson, two great individuals, great duo there. With them hosting the show, we were all involved with them in the last reporter contest. Two guys I'm sure great to work with, and I gave just as much credit as you do to everybody there at InfoWars. Who helped. You know, when I first saw David Knight's reporter contest entry, I believe it's still up. It's about jury nullification. I felt enabled. You know, I actually have a jury calling now. I know that as a juror, I have the right to say no to unjust laws. So thank you, David Knight, for pointing out the issue of jury nullification, and that's very important. I'm kind of running low on power, guys, here, so if I cut out, then you'll know why. But
yeah, just one last one. Also to Lee Camp, I think that what he's doing is also great. You know, making it comedic and what have you. Lee Camp.
Oh, Lee Camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Folks.
Great, Courtney.
Excellent.
Thank
Courtney.
you so much for coming on the show last minute, like short notice.
This is my first interview ever, so you guys, this
Uh-oh.
is awesome.
It won't be
Yeah,
your last.
for a second, I didn't think you were coming on, but then David sent me a message saying you responded back, and I'm so excited that you were able to come on today. The show has been a success. I feel energized just from the energy the positive energy that we had in this group interview here has just been amazing. I feel like writing a million reports at once right now, just of how powerful uniting people that could create more positive and change. That's what it's all about, and great to be part of the conversation to you all. Once again, I'm Anthony Court. Who those who don't know, who just tuned in, maybe find me on Constant Injustice on YouTube. Obviously, becoming Paul Revere on the Infowars.com/Paul Revere site.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for having me on, guys. My computer's about to die, so if it dies out, I'm sorry, but I'll write out towards the end. Go ahead, do you like?
Okay, yeah, thanks so much, Court, for that, and thanks so much for being on the show and getting into a good area with a good connection.
And hopefully, one more thing, Courtney, it would be great to have you on in the future, maybe even as a regular guest, and correlate other projects as well, no matter what the outcome of this contest happens. Just wanted to throw that out there, and great talking to you.
Yeah, great that you threw that out there at the last minute, Court, because, yeah, I mean, let's not let, the winners and the losers or whatever in this contest dictate us talking again. I mean, that's garbage. I mean, we're all in this together, Courtney.
Yeah.
And I just want to say best of luck to you, your video in the contest. And, I hope that we all win some money or there's money involved. But that's not what this is really all about. It's all about getting the message out there. And also, the money winners, just like in the reporter contest, David Knight didn't win $5,000. Jakari Jackson did, but David Knight now works at InfoWars. And Jennifer Collins won $5,000 in the female category, Courtney, and she's not even on there. So you never know. The money winners and the job winners are two separate things. They're going to be searching the pool of entries. And when I look at the pool, and I've swam around in that pool a lot, I've been wading in the deep end for a long time now. And when I go to Infowars.com/Paul Revere and I check out your video online, I think that you're taking up a big, giant section in the pool. And you're really awesome and amazing. And I thank you so much for being on the show today. Like I said earlier in the show, your song is totally hypnotic. The song that's featured in that video, and like I kind of like the way you're all dancing around, like with the let me go to it right here, with like the 4 split screen, kind of Andy Warhol-ish. And I saw Andy Warhol's soup can expedition here in San Diego. Like I said, I'm an art major. I'm a big fan of art. I'm a big fan of movie editing and production and layering and Photoshop and anything creative suite, and I just get I just get the biggest, strongest feeling that you know exactly what you're doing, and I mean, I don't know what's a good word. Magnificent. You're just magnificent. All right, Courtney.
Well,
And,
so are you guys, and thank you so
yeah.
much for having me on. And
And
exactly.
I'm not trying to layer it on too thick, but you're pretty magnificent. And Sam, why don't you give us all right, give it up for Courtney. Yeah, wait, oh, Courtney, whoa! All right,
Get
Sam,
up for you guys. Woo!
Hey, Sam, how did you like having Courtney on the show? And why don't you give us some closing there?
I loved it, absolutely loved it. I had seen the video, and I was just scanning through a whole bunch of them prior, little by little, and I thought it was something that was completely different. I actually really liked it for that reason. I want to let everyone else know, too, again, I mentioned at the beginning of the show, go to the site, just type in Operation Paul Revere Film Fest. It'll come up. Click up, make sure you hit the stars up for Becoming Paul Revere, Courtney Driver, and War On For Your Mind, because these are the things that help all of us, and that is a part of the contest. It's a big part. For some reason, I've gotten a delay all day on my internet, so sorry about walking on, everyone. But I think, like Court said, it was a very powerful show, so for those of you watching it, please make sure you hit share.
Yeah, and you can also find Becoming Paul Revere as of tonight. Check for it tomorrow. It will be on realnews.co also.
REELNEWS.co.
Yes.
All right, great. Yeah, I can't wait to see that on there. I'm really stoked and excited that you're going to add us to the page with all the great people that you have on there. All right, well, we're getting ready to peace out, and thanks again, everyone, for joining us.
Oh, D-Lake, I wanted to ask you, who was this show brought to you by?
This show is brought to you by themediaspeaks.com. Please check out themediaspeaks.com, and please click on the link on the right-hand side, nitropack.com, NITRO-PAK, nitropack.com. Get all your, storable foods, all your camping equipment, all your survival and preparation gear and needs. Everything that you need to prevent you from eating your children or eating your cat or killing your neighbor or anything crap like that. You're going to have all the storable food you need. You're going to be set. You're going to be chilling. You're going to have light in your place when the power goes off. You're going to have methods for starting fire when everyone else is freezing and cold. I'm D-Lake for Prez. That's Courtney Driver. That's Sam DeGangi of The Correct Views. You can find us all on Infowars.com/Paul Revere. And, this time in 3 months from now, you're going to see us all on Infowars.com working at Infowars. Great show, everybody. Have a great day. Peace out.